Oh, okay.
Where are we? Are we back in town? I forget.
When we left, we had just finished fighting a brood guard or two brood guards and the pureblood who
Yeah, we're
had
still in camp, aren't we?
acided. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're still like post battle mode. Like the battle's been over for maybe like 2-ish minutes, 3-ish minutes, no more than like 5.
Okay.
That helps set the
Out of
mood for the
breath.
music. Out of breath. You just leveled up. You feel excited for what you've done. This is the most action most of you have seen. A lot of you are like more book learning. The one who's probably the least excited about this is Delilah, having lived on the streets and sort of having to deal with tough, like being the a harsh environment. A lot of her life, she's probably the least phased, but most everybody else is more book learner ish. And I guess the Rangers, they're more like this is just another kill. And
Are we all like hyped up or whatever?
yeah, you're all
Well,
pretty
I'm
hyped
sure
up.
Malamber's never felt more alive.
Oh yeah, Malambert, he was just about dead. He went to stab the pureblood in the neck, and it was close to death at the beginning because you had been beating it the entire session. So it actually had like 15 hit points when the actual fight started. Um, and
Okay.
no, he ended up doing like a poisonous cloud and basically one-shotting Malambert as soon as he breathed it in.
All right, I'm gonna start this. So
Wait,
just
no.
if you haven't
I
adjusted the
killed
sound,
Google
I'll do it.
by accident.
Well, you didn't kill him on purpose, but part of the story was what you made the dodge,
Yeah.
and with your wings you sort of blew some of the gust, some of the acid cloud into his face.
Yeah.
He ended up inhaling some of it.
It was teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we got music, and everybody's here. Everybody's good. Cool. And you're standing around. It was the camp, right? Yeah. It was y'all were at camp. You got your farm animal, not farm animals, like pack animals, sort of circled, and nothing looks harmed exactly. Like the cloud didn't really affect anybody but Malamber. And what do y'all want to do? Sort of just post battle right now.
I'm gonna recover the arrows a shot.
Okay, good. You recover. How many did you shoot? You shot one at each. None hit any kind of like vital bone or something like that. You're able to recover all your arrows pretty efficiently.
Alright, I'll take that.
I want to go lay in my nest.
All right, being done with the day. It is evening time. You're just setting up camp when you decided figuring out what you wanted to do. I think you had just had the fire started the fire. Yep. And so Alec being done with his day, he goes to sit in his nest.
I would like to approach the party from some bushes, beating my drum as if in applause.
I immediately stand up, pull up my greatsword, point it at her. Halt! Hold it right there.
And I want to get
Whoa
up.
there.
I'm gonna get up and put my hand on the hilt of the sword and just kind of push it down and say, "At least someone appreciates what we did here. Thank you, mysterious drummer."
Why are
Anytime,
there
buddy.
musicians in this woods?
Musicians? Oh, sweetie, I am so much more than that.
She's a fan. Come on, be cool for once. Be cool.
I am Leah. Leah Sionadel. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Can't say
Nope.
that I have.
Literally never heard of you.
Yeah, I gotta say I was a pretty big
That
fan.
is a shame for you. I myself am an adventurer and a storyteller as well. I tell stories of my fantastical deeds of the past, and now I'm looking for a new story.
Can I ask how you found us?
I've been following you since the tavern.
Thanks for all the help in the fight, by the way.
I was helping the whole time.
Yeah, with a soundtrack or something.
Yes, of course. I was ready to jump in at any moment that you might need me.
Then why didn't you?
Clearly
you're
didn't
asleep.
need it.
I never said I was asleep. I said I was gonna go lay down.
Well, fair enough.
All right, so okay, so you were watching the whole time. I assume taking notes or something.
Obviously.
You didn't you didn't see me maybe jump on a log and then off the log and then flip back up really cool or anything?
I
You missed
saw
that part? No,
Wait,
You
I didn't
didn't?
see the cool part.
Of course. I wink.
Okay. Okay, cool. Good. It didn't happen, by the way. Just hypothetical.
Yeah,
Making sure.
nobody saw that at all.
Yeah, you shut your mouth, okay? Listen here. Yeah, okay, all right. This isn't gonna go great for me, is it?
Nope.
Excellent.
Well, if you're in the woods tonight, come by the fire, get warm. Sorry they're jumpy. You saw what we just did.
Thank you.
Not jumpy, just wary of random people walking out of the woods at night.
Jumpy.
Jump.
I gotta
I'd
say,
say jumpy is an accurate term.
yeah, I think if she wanted to try to attack us, she wouldn't have come out with a drum on. So I think we're probably good. Be my best guess.
Cool. So the group, having just acquired a new companion of the musical variety, goes to sit around the fire for the night. It's probably early evening. At this point, the sun has just set, like fully, like it's just like the real night is approaching. Do y'all want to rest, or how do you want to spend this evening?
Probably need to rest.
Yeah. I want to collect my one arrow that I shot as well.
Okay, you want to go collect your arrows?
Yeah, I just shot one.
Okay, yeah.
It
No, you
was-
can you recover it, no
I
problem.
wonder if we can cook these lizard dudes.
Interesting thought.
They don't look all that savory to me.
You hungry enough?
Let's make a nature check and find out.
Actually,
safe
wait, I
to eat?
foraged for food. I foraged for enough food for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not even gonna try and.
Yeah, well, we
Try
can
and
both
taste it.
forage for food.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we already did that earlier though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, I have their meat. That's what I found out.
Yes. No, it is definitely some kind of meat. It's about all you can tell. Not even sure if it's natural
Starting
or
off strong.
unnatural or not.
Let me
You know, it
let me
just
do
it looks.
a nature check. Just to
I'd like to search the pureblood. See if he has any coin or anything on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Or would it be a perception or investigation? Perception, I guess.
Probably invest. I don't know.
Whichever's higher. We'll figure it out.
I think it's investigation. Starting off strong.
Good job.
So strong.
You took thought out of your name.
it's true.
Critical fail.
He's wearing clothes.
You ended up, you groped it for a little bit, trying to figure out how to get the clothes off, and then it just didn't work out, and it started getting really awkward.
I came
And,
back at the wrong time.
And yeah, you were unable to find anything.
All right.
Cool.
Just go sit
and
by
y'all
the
just gonna-
campfire.
Yeah, just go and sit by the campfire. You're not gonna. Are you gonna try and keep guard or anything like that, or are you all just going to go to sleep?
I'm on guard. I'll keep guard.
I can stay up.
How do? Well, we'll just. How often do you want to rotate guard? I should say.
I can take the first shift because I only have to trance for 4 hours.
And I'll take the second since I need the other 4 hours. Everyone can sleep.
And you're welcome for 2 rangers.
Yep.
Elves.
Yeah. There we go.
Elves.
Elves is.
Elves don't need to sleep. It's amazing. Need to Cool. One sec. How is everybody sleeping? Just so I sort of get an idea.
I have a tent and a bedroll.
I'm
So
up
is-
in a tree in a nest.
Okay.
I have a tent and a bedroll and a blanket.
Ooh, fancy.
Listen to this.
So
five-star
everybody sort of has their own tent.
Yep. I have a
in the
2-person
area.
tent.
I got a
And a bedroll.
2-person tent with a bedroll and stuff.
So how?
I wink and ask if anyone wants to share.
You can use mine. I'm on first shift.
That works.
And I'm not I'm not really using a tent. I never really whenever I was on a boat, I was sleeping on the deck anyway, so I like being outside.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I got a 5-year-old in my face. Hang on.
Put her down.
Yeah.
Cool. So y'all just gonna rest the night. I assume it's more scattered. Some of you are further from the fire than anything. Then basically, if you have a tent, you're further from the fire. If you don't, I guess you're gonna sleep closer. That's sort of how you want to do it.
That works.
Yep.
One sec. Okay. Um. So as the night goes on, it 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 seems like a pretty normal night considering where you are and what you just fought. It's pretty quiet. Nothing on the outside really um draws your attention, Kalen. But in the middle of the night, Brigham, in your tent, you feel like a pressure on top of you, almost like somebody is is
Hold on, wait. I'm not in a tent though. Wait.
Oh, you're not on. Sorry.
No.
But sorry to say the tent. Whatever. You're on your sleeping bag. You're
Sure.
sort of you're sort of by a tree, let's say. And you feel a pressure on you, like somebody's on top of you, and like somebody's grabbing around your neck area, almost like they're trying to feed on you. And go ahead and roll a how do I want to do this? You've awoken to this.
That'd be a dex check to see if he gets out from under him.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check or athletics check. So you're gonna sort of try and to roll out of this grapple, not grapple, but like get away from this thing.
Athletics, you said?
Athletics. Yeah. Did you go to sleep in full armor? How do you sleep?
Today, yeah. Today I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't great.
Okay, back. What did I miss?
I'm getting eaten alive. So
Brigham is being eaten alive right now, and you roll.
Bye.
He doesn't know yet. He's sort of just opening his eyes and his twitch movement. He sort of tries to roll to his feet and sort of stumbles, and you hear this creature sort of make like a squeak, like a high pitched squeak as you sort of knock the air out of it, and it tries to get away. And what are you gonna try and do? You
so it's off me now.
Yeah. You sort of knocked it off of you, but you're sort of stumbling to get up. You were trying to roll to your feet, and you're sort of on one knee.
Is this while I'm on watch?
Yeah, you're on watch. Everybody else is sort of.
Okay, well then I hop up with my bow and like kind of move towards him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start yelling at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really with it right now.
Okay. So you're just gonna start screaming at it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start going for my So I'm just gonna grab what's next to me, which is just javelin, just sitting there, propped up against a tree, and I'm just
Okay.
kind of like starting to go after it a little bit, but just mostly yelling at it, trying to wake people up.
Can I cast a spell to try to talk to it if it's an animal?
What kind of spell you want to cast?
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals. It doesn't have any effect. It doesn't seem to be speaking any kind of It doesn't seem to be any kind of beast or creature that you've ever encountered.
Well, screw it too.
Would it be something that I would have encountered?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be speaking any kind of like animalistic speak. It hasn't actually said anything besides this little squeak of air whenever it got pushed off of Brigham, and now it sort of looks like it's trying to take flight, try and get away.
How big is it?
Or anybody can.
What does it look like?
It's small, humanoid, probably three to 5 feet, 3 to 4 feet. Small, slender. It's not big. Like
Right.
Brigham, even rolling his 9, managed to throw it off
So
and sort of still get to his feet.
what I want to
I've been,
do, so so it's really me and Kaylin that are up, right? Moving sort of after it.
Yeah. Right now, Brigham, you're probably it's small, fast, and you're probably. It looks almost like it's getting away from you. It's not wearing any armor, and it's probably about 15 feet in front of you. Kaylin, you're probably closer to 30 feet away because you were just on the other side of it.
So since we're the only ones who are really up yet, what I would like to do would be, so I'm near my stuff. I want to cast light, which is a cantrip that sheds bright light on something I touch. 20-foot radius, right? Whatever. So I want to cast light on my javelin, and I want to throw the javelin sort of in front of the thing. I don't want to hit it. I want to just hit like in front of it, try to like blind it, confuse it.
Do we roll for initiative? Since
Are we looking up?
Everybody. Okay, who would have heard this? Everybody. What were you
Wow.
yelling? What were you yelling?
I'm just like yelling like it's getting away.
God, who is
Wake
this?
up.
What are
Yes.
you getting?
Yeah.
yeah. So I've awoken
Okay,
from
so
my
yeah,
Help.
slumber.
Probably
I'd
with
say
some cuss words in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a sailor after all.
Who the fuck are you? Okay, so yeah, let's get everybody rolling for initiative.
Okay, are we rolling right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So did I throw my javelin or no?
Yeah, we'll put you at the top, and that's what starts the initiative.
Okay, so I don't need to roll then.
Throw, yeah. Well, What exactly do you want to do with your javelin? You want
So
to, like,
I'm gonna cast
stick
light.
it with it? You
No,
wanna
no, no,
cast
no,
light
no, no, no.
on it.
And I want to throw it like in front of it to try to like blind it or
Okay.
confuse it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hit it.
Go ahead and roll for. You're aiming at a specific. You're trying to get in front of it. Go ahead and roll for
It's-
attack.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. I just want to get it somewhere where it's confused. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
What am I rolling here?
Roll for attack.
Okay. Plus strength, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a 19. I don't know if you saw it,
Apparently, I
sorry.
can't type in the box.
19. Okay. Immediately go ahead and roll a perception check.
1d20 plus whatever your initiative. Whoa! Nice.
Bazinga.
Wait. I forgot to do my plus initiative.
You already did.
Wait, so who rolled
Hang
that
on.
perception? Was that Kalen? No. I'm gonna have to go through this and double check initiative a sec.
Okay, I'm gonna remove my roll. Or actually, no, I can't delete it. Shit. Whatever. So I threw that while I'm yelling at everyone,
Okay.
and did it land in front of it or whatever?
Yeah.
Slow it
And
down.
that's why I'm getting you to roll a perception check.
Me? Who's rolling? Okay.
You're the one looking.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, okay. This is me. That was a crit.
Oh, okay.
I know its
Um,
name. I know its
this
social security
light-
number.
Yeah, this thing. As the spear, you grab onto it, and you just sort of channel your holy energy into this, and it just begins to glow with an essence that nobody can really tell what the source is. It's just a pure white light, and as you toss it, it sort of just radiates this energy, and it lands in front of this creature that's running away, and sort of just bathes it in a light, it's like a holy light, and immediately you recognize the figure, and it's Delilah, running away from you.
Fucking Porkins. All right. So do you want me to roll initiative also? Because I have not done that yet.
Yeah, let me get I have to go through and fucking go back and look at all the
Okay. Just let me know when you're done, and then I'll do it. By the way, that fucking Porkins, that was out loud. That was not me. That was Bergam saying that shit.
He actually said that.
Yeah.
Fucking Porkins. Cool. So where does initiative start?
Generally, whoever's rolled the highest.
I
No,
got
no, I
19.
mean
No,
in the-
I think
in
it was the
rolls.
second Delilah one after the critical fail I had.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
to the-
because
okay.
my 9 was the when whoever was on top of me.
That was your initiative. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
No,
your
no, no.
nine.
That's not my initiative, but that's
yeah,
when.
that was when somebody was on top
Yeah.
of you. Alag, that's your initiative. Uraz, that's your initiative. Delilah. Okay.
I
Delilah,
forgot to
that's
do
your-
my plus 3. It's mine's 19.
Okay, one sec. I'll do it now. Initiative. Delilah rolled a 15. All right, who's higher than 15?
Me.
Me.
Hammer.
All right,
Oh.
higher than who's got 20? 20 plus. And tell me your number.
Can you hear me?
All right, 15 to 20. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
hear you.
you're kind of quiet.
19.
Okay.
19.
There you go.
That's
And hammered 6.
over with.
Brigham rolled a 18 though. Only rolled a 15.
I didn't roll an 18. That's my
He hasn't rolled his yet.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
rolled. I got a
sorry.
10. It wasn't great.
19 for me then.
Google, what
19
was
for me
yours?
too.
13.
Okay.
Krusty got a 15.
Krusty got a 15. Leo, what did you get?
8.
8. Nice. Come on, Pin. Don't die on me now. There you are. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing?
Me. I got a 10.
Oh yeah, you got a 10.
Yep.
See,
All right, so Schmitty and Silver West, we both got 19s. Hammer got 16.
Sightless rolled a 23. I don't know if you
Sightless
saw
rolled
that.
a 23.
You
Yes.
saw that in the channel.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he goes first. Cool. All right, and that starts this. That starts this whole encounter. Basically what started this was Delilah was on top of Brigham. Brigham throws Delilah off and got spotted at the last second. That was basically going to be the last roll before she managed to get away and sneak back. But that
Shit, did we
light
not
just
see her?
illuminated her, and she's basically running, and we're at the top of the round, and Delilah has first go. Delilah's first in the go, and basically it's a simple layout. Tents is the camp is, we'll say, circular, and you're running south back towards the town. Basically, you're just running away at this point. You probably got about a 30 foot head start at this point.
Are you talking?
What?
Your mic's messed up.
Yeah, dude.
Wonderful.
Fuck it, typing it here. Okay, so basically Delilah, seeing this javelin land in front of her, decides to veer off a little bit towards some trees that are near the clearing, and she starts to try and climb her way, sort of like jump her way up the trees, like wall jump style. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check. Okay, you managed to get to the lower branches, and you managed to get diagonally away from them. You're now probably about 45 feet away from them, and like 10 feet up in the air. Yeah, you basically you managed to get away from them and just not fall off of the tree. You weren't able to keep your momentum going to continue running. And did you want to do anything else? I don't know if you have any rogues thing. Cunning action to hide. I want to see how cunning action works. I'm looking. Hide. Go ahead and. How does hide work? Anybody? Does he roll to see if he does hide?
I think he has to pass our perception checks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has to roll. Who has the highest passive perception?
I got a 13.
Does anybody have higher than a 13 passive perception?
Not
No.
me.
Plus, I also have dark vision, so does that help me at all here?
We would see it as if it were light within 60 feet.
You would see it if it was light. She's not really in the shadows. You know what? I think that would help you in this situation. Go ahead and roll. Try and beat a 13 with disadvantage. Roll with disadvantage. The highest passive wisdom seems 13. So is it stealth?
You have to make a hide check, a dexterity check plus your stealth to hide.
Okay. Against,
If you
yeah,
succeed, you gain
perception.
certain benefits of unseen attackers and targets. And that means that if we try to make an attack, we either have disadvantage on the roll, or the DM can tell us whether the attack missed or not. Because we can't technically
Okay.
see her if she succeeds on the hide versus our perception.
Got it. Cool. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
May the odds be in your favor.
Odds in favor.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. So as she's running to she hops from tree to tree, basically using trunks, and as she grabs to launch herself up the branch, she sort of disappears, almost like she's there was just a line and she was just wiped clean as she got up onto the actual branch, and sort of you realize from just the sound of the stop moving that maybe she didn't continue on. Um, but you don't know exactly where she is. You don't know if she's still in the tree or if she kept going.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was talking to my girlfriend. What was going on?
Cool. Basically, Silas or Delilah is now completely hidden from you.
Oh,
Does
That was
anybody have-
last general.
Does anybody have fairy fire? I'm coming out of the tent and I saw her run away.
Yeah, something that could light her up.
Probably not.
So are we still in our
Turn
encounter
order, yeah.
order?
Yeah.
So
Right
there-
now it's Silas. And
so is he done? Is Delilah
yeah,
good?
Yeah, he's
that's his
done.
turn. Yeah, that's
There you-
Delilah's turn. Sorry,
okay, that's-
Schmitty, you're next.
move
Schmitty,
along.
you're up next.
trying to think of what to do. Hold on.
Okay. You all basically saw what happened, and you're all kind of standing around the same general area. The closest of you being Brigham, who's probably about 45 feet from her, or from where she last was, and the furthest, excuse me, being Kalen, who's probably like closer, like 60-ish feet away,
Can I
being on the other side of the camp.
take flight and search for her?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take flight. How high do you want to go? And then you'd roll a perception check.
Just below the treetops.
Just below the treetops?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your distance? How far can you fly with how far can you fly?
50 feet.
50 feet? Okay. You can sort of get to the last known area. Roll a perception check.
Hold on. Something just popped in my room. I have no clue what happened.
It's a ghost. You're gonna be visited by 3 of them tonight.
By the way, while he's figuring out who's hiding his room, I'm just explaining what the fuck just happened, and that I'm pretty sure that Delilah was trying to maybe eat me or something like that.
Did we forget to feed her tonight? Hold up.
Except I'm not that indifferent about it. I'd yell, but I have roommates.
You
Don't
just
feed them
scream
past midnight.
A little panic. We can hold his turn, and then when he gets back, he can.
Never ever feed street urchins after midnight. They grow
Yeah.
white little mohawks and become black and
We'll
numb.
hold his turn. Kaylin, you're next. Silverwish.
Okay, I'm gonna move up about 30 feet, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
loose an arrow
Okay.
in the general direction I saw her running, like where I saw her
Okay.
disappear.
Roll with disadvantage. You don't know exactly where she is.
She didn't seem like herself.
Well, all right then.
Alright. 15. Does that hit? Armor class. Yes, it does hit.
Damn.
Okay, roll for damage. Damn,
Fucking
one
American
shot.
Sniper. Holy shit.
That's consistency right there. It almost missed.
Alright, I'm sorry about that. Something literally like popped right in my ear.
Okay. Roll perception. And
What is
well,
that?
yeah.
One
roll your
d20 plus what?
d20 plus your perception modifier. So
That's cool.
letting loose an arrow, almost like you didn't need your eyes to guide you, like straight up like Luke use the Force, Luke, and you sort of just close your eyes and you let loose an arrow, and you hear a scream of pain. Then that's sort of your indicator that it was a hit, and
The hunt is on.
and you sort of see an arrow sort of sticking out almost in thin air, but when you look a little bit closer, you sort of realize that that's a person sort of in that arrow and or behind the arrow, and the arrow sort of sticking out of her leg. Okay.
I critically failed.
You fly up to the general location, and even with this arrow having flown past you, because you did this before her technically, just by a few seconds, so you flew up to this spot. You did not see anything. You see the arrow, and you're like, wow, she just shot an arrow into this tree, when in fact it was Delilah. You have no idea.
All right, so
Wait, what? Say
so
that
are we
again.
are we mostly all pretty aware that she got hit with an arrow?
Well, she cried out.
You probably heard the cry out. You don't know the exact location. The only person who may have
That's
the
fine.
best idea would be Silverwisp, but she only knows just by the sound.
I
None
just
of you
want to.
have good
So
eyes.
if I know she got hit, I just want to yell, "Get fucked, Porkins! Get fucked!" Brigham's pissed off, by the way. He's
Okay.
very angry.
Really? I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, I just want to make that very clear. She tried to eat me, so maybe not the coolest thing that's ever happened.
And so does anybody else want to use? You both used your moves. You both used your actions. No bonus actions or anything. Cool. Hammered. You're up. Rogar.
Alright. Can I do a perception check would a nature check work here to see if I can
What are you
like
trying to do?
just see through the trees and see where Delilah is?
See through the trees. I think it'd be more perception than nature.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and do your perception check. And I don't know, does Delilah have to make a roll every single time to counter this? Like, is it a countering perception check? How does that work?
I think they just have to beat her stealth that she rolled earlier.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
which
think
is a
it's like
27.
one round or something.
Yeah. Yeah, just gotta be.
Which, so if you don't have the ability to make a +7 and on a d20, like if you can't beat
Yeah.
27, then you might as well not roll.
For
I
the
guess no. If you
critical.
if you get a d20, if you get a natural 20, I think that wins.
Yeah, I think if you get a natural 20, it's an automatic success. But you still gotta roll that nat 20.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah. So you
So-
didn't see anything. You don't know where it is. The only it's almost like that lap was an echo, and it sort of just travels around you, and you're still sort of looking around for where she may have gone. She's a sneaky devil.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask the rest of the party. How do you guys feel about setting the trees on fire?
Oh,
That's a hard
super
pass.
good.
Wait,
Super
no.
fucking good about that, dog. You go
Hey,
right
no.
ahead, dude.
I have a
No,
quick
no.
question. Why are we so quick to want to kill here?
I don't want to kill. I just want to find.
She tried
No.
to eat me. Let me spell that for you. Light the fucking trees on fire.
No.
That's gonna be a hard pass for me.
Why do we care if
Trees
she
are life.
leaves? Why don't we let her leave?
Once again, she tried to eat my face.
I don't care. She's
Period.
We're not setting the forest on fire.
I agree with Big Bird.
It'll just be a little bit of fire.
No. You set the forest on fire, I kill you.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
Yeah, you can
Good
try
fucking
that.
luck. Let's go.
You do you. I take notes.
Yeah, you can
That's the
try
best. The
killing the big
impartial
dragon person.
reporter.
All right.
Here's an idea.
And this
While
is
we're all
how the
talking,
adventure
okay,
ends.
okay, we're not lighting the forest on fire. We'll just let her eat Alec, I guess. Let's just do that. Let's just
Yum,
That's-
chicken.
yeah. Let's just
No.
prep the chicken. Then we'll solve so many problems.
God.
All right.
I
I'm
feel
gonna,
an alignment shift coming soon.
I'm
And
gonna.
Through.
this
Wait,
is how the
wait.
adventure ends. We all turn off.
Wait. Hold on.
No, just the bird.
No. Hold on. So you contemplate me serving me up on a silver platter after you contemplate on burning my home down.
I mean, isn't every tree your home? So it's not like you're gonna
Exactly.
lose that much. I'm just saying.
While
Yeah, so
while they're talking,
you're-
can I like do something?
Wait, no, I
Who's
know what I'm gonna
next?
do. So, can I try jumping up into the trees?
Yeah.
All right.
Before acrobatics. Just jump
Alright.
straight up into some trees. Or like you trying to like run towards her.
No one goes in that room anyway.
I wanna like run and jump.
Okay. Go ahead and go ahead and try.
Yikes.
You managed to sort of struggle up a tree, and you're probably like in like the lower branches where you barely had to jump to grab onto them, anyways. It definitely it worked. You had to work to get up onto this one. Even then, you're unsteady, and yeah, you're probably about 8 to 9 feet off the ground, still under where Delilah was able to grab, and you're probably 30-ish feet away from her still.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
And that's Hammered's turn.
Yeah.
Next is Malamber.
I am going to use my movement to step back into my tent and go to sleep. Not even kidding. We don't need to chase this
Okay.
little girl down. Just let her go.
Okay. Krusty. Malamber goes to lay down for a rest. They're not even making that much noise. And just going to sleep to the sound of footsteps on the outside of your tent. Krusty.
I'm keeping a watch on the flank while everyone's searching. And I'm also my character. He can go ahead. He's gonna voice his opinion. I understand she was trying to Brigham, but what do we know? She hasn't seemed normal from day one. Maybe she wasn't in control. She's always been nervous around these blizzards. Maybe something's causing her to act like this. Maybe
I'm
it's
gonna yell
not
from the
her
trees
fault.
and say, "What if she's a vampire, dude?"
I'm just saying, maybe we're all jumping the gun here, trying to.
She's been out in daylight. I think it rules that out.
Half vampire.
On her mother's side.
I'm just saying, I think we may be all getting a little hasty and just outrighting attacking her.
I'm just
Look,
trying to
Paladin,
find you,
if you're
dude.
not going to light up the woods, hush.
We are not setting my home on fire.
I said light it up, not set it on fire.
That's the same thing.
No,
Well,
it's
he
not.
can cast light. Or
Well,
something like that.
I'm sorry, I'm not a mage. I don't have such abilities.
The mage went to sleep.
If anyone
Yes.
has fairy fire, we could light her up.
Says the impartial reporter. She just wants that epic song to write about.
The group of adventurers who shot down a
So-
kid.
No, it doesn't like
Slowly turn
hurt
into
her.
a
It just makes her light.
So, does anyone else see the reason in what I'm saying here? Maybe we're being a little hasty.
I totally understand your reasoning. I am just looking for her.
Sorry.
So,
So
we not shoot arrows into her?
so hold on. So are we still in combat?
This is sort of getting metagamey almost.
Yeah, because if he's talking like that, I'm already running into the woods with my javelin.
I mean,
I'm
we're
already
kind of
doing that.
ignoring him at this point.
So I just mean like if we're having this big conversation, I'm already gone. I'm already looking and with my lit
Yeah.
up.
Because
Yeah,
he didn't see
So-
what we saw.
Krusty, you got. Yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll cut the less talk because right now what is it like a second is each move is like a second or 10
6
seconds,
seconds
something like
each. Every round of combat is supposedly roughly 6 seconds.
that? Yeah.
Every
So-
round or every...
Every person's turn is roughly 6 seconds. So we
Okay.
shouldn't be. We should be going snap, 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 and going.
Well, okay, then my character is not going to really be involved with the hunt for her. I'm going to stay and watch the camp.
Good
Okay.
for you.
Okay. You'll stay and watch the camp. Next is Brigham.
All right. Well, I am grabbing a rope that was in my backpack. I am grabbing my javelin, and I am running into the woods,
Okay.
running past everyone.
Got it. You
And I'm
make
just-
it. You can make it within like 10, 15 feet of her or her last known spots.
Does he see
Uh,
the arrow sticking out of her?
Probably not. It's dark. It's slender. You probably would see the wooden shaft amongst the trees because she is in a tree.
So I'm just gonna move past, and I'm just gonna say, she tried to eat me. So who wants to help me? And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Next, you used your move. You don't want to use your action for anything. You're just gonna sort of say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah. Okay. So I'm obviously upset just a little bit. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that to everyone, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use thaumaturgy on myself, and my voice booms up to 3 times as loud, and I just say, "You better come down here, Porkins." Very, very loudly.
Roll an intimidation check, and roll Sightless roll or Delilah roll a charisma saving throw. think it would be charisma, right? Trying not to be intimidated.
I would think that or wisdom.
16.
Yeah. All right. We'll see who beats it.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
what the fuck are these
Shit.
rolls? Holy shit.
You almost hear a just like a little girl's laughter just sort of echo around you, and you have no idea where it was coming from, and it's almost like she's taunting you at this point. Like, yeah, it's like I fucking dare you to come up to me, kind of thing.
Oh, is that what it's like? Because I'll
yeah.
fucking do it. I was asleep and I threw her off me. Let's throw it down, dude. Let's go.
And next is Leah.
All right. So I know like the general direction that she went. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You know, she's generally about. She was 45 from. She's probably about 60 feet from you, and she's to your south. And you know, she sort of hopped into a tree. You don't know from there. You don't know where she went. If she's
Okay,
still
but I
standing
could
there or if she.
I could point toward her.
Yeah. You can point in the general direction. Yeah.
All right. So can I point toward her and cast message
Okay.
and just tell her, these people want to help you, except for maybe the guy that you tried to eat and snobby elf that doesn't care. Let us help you. Let us do something.
Alright, 1 second. I'm looking up message just so I understand it. Basically, I figure it's like a tight beam thing, like it's sort of in their head.
Yeah, and she can respond if she wants to. It's a whisper that only she can hear, and she can respond to me.
Okay. Cool. So, you sort of point in this general direction, and like an invisible, just bardic energy, just sort of shoots out of the tips of your fingers in the general area, and it sort of you have to wave it around, almost like you're tuning one of those bunny ear things on the TVs, trying to get some good signal, and you sort of you whisper your message to Delilah. And it's very what's the word? Protective. You just the message back is just repeating, just get out of my head, get out of my head. Like, who are you? Like, she's very uncomfortable with somebody whispering into her where she doesn't know who it is, and there's basically no trust there at all. And she's angry and she's unhappy about it. And
I can't try to persuade her at all.
Go. Well, yeah, with a player, it's a little more awkward.
You
how do
actually have to
do it?
persuade a
You
real
usually
person.
have
Yeah.
the
you
other
actually
guy
have to persuade
intimidate her.
You're gonna try and like scream at her.
No, I'm just saying you had what's his face intimidate her.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just wondering if I could do.
Okay. Go ahead and try and persuade her. Let's see. Just to persuade her that she wants help.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll persuasion check with disadvantage because she says she doesn't like it. She's unhappy about the whole somebody talking in her head. But yeah, go ahead and roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. Okay. Wow, you get +6 in your fucking persuasion.
I'm pretty persuasive.
Get persuaded, dog.
Come back. Baby, come back.
Oh, I think if it's tied, it's a fail, right?
If he's making a save, he has to meet what he's saving
Yeah,
against,
he
so
has
he
to-
wins.
So he
That's
meets the
right.
save of 15.
Yeah.
So Delilah just starts almost like screaming back at you to just get out of my head. I don't want you here. Just stay away from me. And it almost makes you like shut your hand in not pain, but just like touching something hot. You sort of just shrink away real quickly, and that's sort of the message, the feel of the message you got back, which is pure just hatred and panic. Do you want to use your move or your bonus action for anything?
Let's see. Do we still have a rest after this that we're gonna finish?
Yeah, yeah. This probably happened
Alright.
right at the watch has probably been going on for 2-ish, 3-ish hours.
Alright.
Just about to go
Who
to
goes
sleep.
next? Who goes next?
Back to
Next it's
Delilah,
back
isn't
to the
it?
top. Yeah, it's back to the top.
Okay, who goes after her?
The bird.
Schmitty.
Schmitty? Alright. I think I
Lag.
trust him, so I'll go ahead and inspire him. Give him a d6.
Okay. Schmitty, she basically bards have an ability where they give you an inspiration dice, and you can choose to use that dice for anything that includes like saving throws or attack rolls or things along those nature. You can't use them to add damage or anything like that, but any kind of like rolls for like skills and things like that, you can use your inspiration die.
Yes.
But
And
you have to use it before I tell you if it's a passive.
I'll play my lyre and sing to him to inspire him. I believe you can fly. There you go.
I feel like, wait, did I get scared? Because I'm still in the tree, right?
No, you climbed
I was
into
the
the
very
tree.
last person.
Yeah, she was the very last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 8 of you. Yeah, we'll get it. The more and more people play, the less time
Yeah.
will be between each round.
And I guess I'll move closer. I guess.
Okay, get a little closer. You get within 30 feet of Delilah's last known position.
Yeah.
And just the musical words, the magical words from this bard's lyre, just sort of stream into you, Alag, and you just feel the inspiration flowing through you, like you really could fly, and you in fact are flying in the forest. Back to the top. It's Delilah's turn. Sorry. Okay, she climbing through the trees. How do you want to go? Do you want to go direct south, or are you gonna try and shake them off?
If she's hidden, should she tell us in here, or should she tell you?
No, yes.
Does she roll stealth again? Because it's a new round.
She's gonna roll acrobatics for sure. If she's gonna continue in the trees, and yeah, I think she would need to roll a new stealth check, trying to stay quiet. Retreating direct south stuff. Okay. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check and a stealth check. See if you manage to get away and stay away. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work. So
Falls out of the tree
basically,
quietly?
she
With
falls
an arrow
out of the
sticking out of
tree.
her arm.
Falls out quietly.
She went to leap from one tree to the other, and her feet catch, and she falls out of the tree, and she sort of lands in a crumple, but she manages to recover in time to sort of phase into the tree, it looks like, but you can tell she sort of just uses superior camouflage and things like that to sort of blend into the tree. and she sort of
She's-
manages to get behind a tree and sort of look like a part of it.
She's not prone or anything though.
She's not prone, but she's sort of towards the base of the tree. She definitely fell out of the tree, and she recovered in a way that where she's able to. You again, you know the general location of where she's at, so you'll just roll disadvantage. But she wasn't able to make much progress. She probably made about 15 feet of progress before she fell out. So she's again from Brigham, she's probably about 25, 30-ish feet. From everybody else, between 45 and that was her action, her bonus action move, or her move, her yeah. And then it comes to Schmitty.
I did the same thing as before. I am still continuously flying and searching for her.
Okay. So you're gonna fly towards this new location. Roll a perception check. And the stealth you gotta beat is 23.
Also, I want to point out that I I have a light that's there. Like my javelin's still lit up. So
Okay. Yeah, it's in the general area. It
Yeah.
won't really give her
Isn't it-
advantage. It's sort of most of the
What's the radius of the light?
it's
Yeah, what
20
is it?
bright, 20 dim, 20 dim after that.
so 20-ish feet.
20 feet it lights brightly, and then the next 20 feet it's like dim light.
Okay.
Did you throw it? Where did you throw it at? Like her right when she got off of you?
Yeah. But as we were moving over there, I said I'm
Yeah,
grabbing
yeah.
rope and a javelin when I was running past you guys.
Oh yeah.
So I've got it with me.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
that's the javelin you have in your hand is the one that's lit up.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a brand new one. Okay.
No. That one.
Okay.
So she might be in the dim light.
Yeah,
So
she's probably about in the dim. It'd still be disadvantaged just because of her stealth
Sure.
check.
I just wanted to point that out that was one I
Yeah.
had.
So, Alag, again, you know the general area. It's almost like you can sense that there's somebody there, but you can't actually see her.
That's
You're
all.
just not that perceptive. Next would be Silver Wisp. Silver Wisp. Kaylin.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see her again?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. You gotta beat her stealth.
With disadvantage, she's still hidden.
Yeah, well, you're looking through the stealth, you're not trying to attack her.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
chasing for wouldn't be a
That's a negative.
Yeah, no. You lost her even more than when you actually shot the arrow into her accidentally.
Oh crap.
Accidentally tried to kill her
Yeah.
with a lethal
Y'all are the most
pointy
unperceptive
arrow
bunch
going
ever.
like really fast.
Hey,
I would've been amazed
hey,
if
look,
she
I don't
made it
trust.
away.
I don't trust things that try to eat my party mates' faces. Okay, just saying. Okay,
Do you want to
so
move to get closer?
yeah, I think I'm gonna move kind of like in a flanking position into the trees
Okay.
and use Mask of the Wild to blend in myself.
Got it. Cool. So she sort of loses sight on you. If she was really looking for you, she'd have some trouble finding you. And you sort of move into a flank. She's moving south, so you would like to get closer. Do you want to move to the west and then keep moving south, or move east and south? Like on her right or
Let's
her
see. I'm gonna. Which one would be closer for me?
left? You probably get closer on the east.
Okay,
Like trying
that's what
to get
that's
parallel
what I'll
to
do.
her on her east.
I'll go into the
and
trees
south.
closest to me and disappear.
Yeah. And next would be Hammered Rogar. Up to you. You're right now. You're standing on the lower branches of some trees. 25-ish. No, she moved away from you. She's probably right at again 30 meters. 30 feet from you. Right at the edge of your. The general area is right at the edge of your movement.
Can I do a perception check? See if I can see her.
Go for it. Gotta beat her stealth.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick, like Krusty is legit not laughing at any of this. He's like so in character right now.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
What was the stealth roll? 23? Is that what that was?
23, which
Yeah.
is better than the 27.
Yeah.
You know, gives you a chance.
Um,
You can attack and things like that. You just roll with disadvantage.
yeah, so can I cast Ensnaring Strike and then shoot an arrow at her?
Yes. What is ensnaring strike?
If it hits, it brings up a bunch of vines. It does damage.
Okay. Nice. Okay, do it. Yeah, roll disadvantage.
Alright. Can I get up? Why? Is that strength? Is that strength or dexterity?
Arrows. It's dexterity.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh. Oh. Roll again, and you take the lowest.
God.
Yep. Roll the 14. Yeah, you miss. And when I want to read this 1 second. So you fire this arrow, and it sails wide and it hits a tree. As it hits the tree, almost from the point of impact, it's like a as a mass of just vines just start to wrap around this tree and almost engulf it. But after a few seconds, it just sort of not dies, but calms down and just continues to grow, almost like it was been there the whole time. And yeah, ensnaring strike seems really cool. You missed. Go ahead. What do you want to do now?
Can I just drop down from the trees?
Go for it. I won't even make you roll acrobatic. That's your movement, right?
Yeah.
You'll just drop. You weren't super far up. Cool. Next is Malamber is asleep. Krusty is watching the flank. Do you want to do anything, Krusty?
He's AFK for just a
Not
second.
asleep, just sitting in my tent listening.
Oh, in his tent.
I think
doing
he
his
said in the
trance
other one that he wanted to walk closer to the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these mad people tried to hurt her.
Okay, I don't even know what to say to that.
Okay. This party's gonna kill themselves. So Krusty's gonna use his movement to get closer to the party, and he doesn't even really need to say anything for you to realize that he is less than pleased with the actions that are happening right now.
Am I near Brigham? Can I get to him?
You're probably within 10 feet of Brigham. Just
All right. I'm gonna walk over and snatch the javelin out of his hand.
Well, I'm not walking. I'm running. Just to be clear.
Couldn't Krusty charge him though?
Yes, I could.
You're welcome, Maddie.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not just like strolling. I'm fucking pissed off.
yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna run up to him while he's running to try and wrestle this.
I'm gonna try and wrestle him to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and
So-
roll a
Athletics.
athletics check to try and grapple him. This is the
Grapple.
best.
What do I need to roll or no?
You roll also a
Opposing.
opposing athletics check. Gotta see who wins this.
All right. I tackle him to the ground. Listen,
Hey, that was
Brigham,
the roll.
you need to calm down and think about this for a minute. We've known her for a few days now. We know she's been uncomfortable, and she's different. So let's not just fly off the handle and try and kill her. I'm having words with the ranger next. I'm tired of this.
Who says I was trying to kill her?
The lethal weapon in your hand says everything I need to. Now,
You're a mind reader now.
I can read what's going on here. She's already been shot if you can't see the blood on the ground. So, we're going to just all calm down here and we're going to think about this. We're going to talk it out and we're going to find her and hopefully she shows herself again. We may never see her again. I don't blame her. She probably had
Now she's the victim in this somehow.
She
Big
is
What the
word.
fuck is going on?
Listen,
Big
she is
words for the guy that swings his hammer at every problem.
no.
Roasted.
She is a child. She is a child. There's something going on here that we need to figure out before we pass judgment. And I will interrogate her if she decides to show herself. And I will find out. But the point is, we can't just harm and kill her until we know what's going on. We are all good-hearted people here, or else I wouldn't be here. So let's continue to be so. Is that fair? If evil is in her heart, truly, then we will deal with that, and I have no problem with that, but I'd like to find out for sure. Does anyone have any objections to that? I'm speaking rather loudly, by the way.
Hold on, wait. So are we? Are you just tackle on top of me right now?
Yeah. Right now he's on top of you.
I'm holding him
You're-
down to prevent him
he's
from.
he's sort of sitting on top of you. Your arms are at your side. Your javelin's probably just out of reach. You probably could grab your rope, but he's got your arms pinned.
So I'm gonna get up, and we're all gonna be civilized about this. Okay?
I mean, we could maybe just make her unconscious for a minute.
Well, hang on. Are we still in combat? Because if you've gone prone taking him down, you can't get back up yet.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. Right now, technically, we're still in combat.
Well, I'm gonna end my turn by yelling out, Delilah, you can come out now. Let's talk about this. Let's find out what happened, okay?
And next is Brigham. What do you want to do?
So much. So
Try and get out from Crust.
yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right, try and break grapple. I'm pretty sure that's opposing strength checks again.
I don't resist. I get up. I let him up.
Okay. So you're able to break his
Right.
tackle. You don't even need to roll.
So
And you're able to stand up.
I feel like
So-
the music matches the intensity of this moment.
Very much.
so I'm up
Yes.
and I'm gonna grab my stuff. And I'm gonna, and Uraz is right there. I'm gonna poke him in the chest and say, "You don't know a fucking thing about me." And I'm going to walk back to my shit at the camp. I'm gonna use my bonus action to start moving over there.
Oh damn. Well, shit. Okay. That's Brigham. Next is Leah.
Oh God. Ah. How close is she?
Your last known position, she's probably like 45 feet,
Okay.
and she's hidden. She's pretty sneaky.
Uraz, if she goes unconscious, you can bring her back, yes?
Yes, and I intend to heal her from the wound she's suffering.
Alright. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Delilah.
Distant whispers. One
Yes.
sec.
Just to make a wisdom saving throw. If not, she takes 3d6 of psychic damage.
Okay. And it doesn't say, it's just anybody who's in range to hear. So yeah. Delilah, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
And beat 14.
Failed.
And she got a 4.
That's your check?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
her check.
14 is my so this
Nice.
is- That's great.
Wait, so she rolled a 4? That's
Yep.
That's a roll? Okay. You take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction
Is this
to move as far as speed allows from you. So roll
Alright.
3d6.
Oh.
Jesus.
12 damage.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's.
I'm pretty sure she's unconscious now.
Yeah, I'm like
Plus,
pretty sure.
Galen's damage from earlier.
Yeah.
The wisdom saving throw is how they handle it.
Yeah.
If you don't make the wisdom, it makes it into your mind.
Just your hit points.
Your
Yeah,
emotions.
Whether it's
Actions, just
lethal or
hit
non-lethal.
Yeah. That's I think is the question, whether it's lethal or non-lethal.
Can I specify I don't want it to be lethal? Just knock her
Just
unconscious.
non-lethal. All
Which
right.
I think it does. I think it's just.
Yeah, you can specify that.
Yeah.
Except for arrows and javelins.
Other than that, you really got to move past the
Calm down.
arrows and javelin.
So you're down, Delilah, right?
I'm fairly certain, even with just your hit points alone, Delilah's a rogue. She can't have many hit points.
I think it just takes off your hit points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's out. She's so.
I know
let
you
me-
hate
let
when
me
I'm
figure
in
out
your
how this
head.
works.
Krusty is
A
so salty
whisper.
over here.
Not
Discord
salty at
mode.
all.
I
Salty
asked,
the
I
sailor.
asked about this, so don't be
So-
mad at me.
So this voice, I know you hate me being in your head. Just like I know you don't like this. I'm sorry, and you just sort of just start screaming and echoing just different pitches inside of Delilah's head, and she finally lets out a scream, and she clutches her head and is just in agony almost, and she collapses just in a fit, just
Bard
unsure
for the win.
what's this. Dude, bards are fucking amazing. I love bards. Yeah, and that is this pop quiz encounter.
All right.
Delilah is now unconscious. She sort of falls out of her hiding, and you find her by a tree, sort of in the direction, sort of in the general area you knew she was at. You just having trouble finding her.
Who
in
finds
the
her?
heat of the moment. Yeah, and you're definitely able to find her now.
All right. If everyone else is okay, I'm gonna bind her up with rope.
And I know she can't hear me, but I whisper, I'm sorry.
I'm going to. I don't want to. I don't want to ask how much HP because it's kind of messy, but I'm gonna lay on hands on her to try and patch up her arrow wound and get that thing out of there for her.
I'm
How
gonna
do
get
you
her back
feel
to
on a
camp
scale
first.
of 1 to 100?
Yeah, I'd like my arrow back, please.
Oh, duh. Anyway.
Can we get her back to camp first before we bring her back?
Well, I don't want her bleeding all over the place, so I'm just gonna do a lay on hands. I guess 10 HP.
Okay. Cool. Delilah recovers that HP.
Yep, and I remove the arrow and I carry her back to camp.
Okay. If you want, you can give it back to Silverwist. That's your call. You're the one who removed the arrow.
I pick up the arrow and I just kind of toss it in Silverwist's direction.
Oh, okay.
How does he know where I am? How could he see
yeah,
me?
she's hidden.
Oh, that's right.
She's
Never
in
mind.
the woods.
I just
She's
stick it in
blending
the ground and walk away carrying Delilah.
Okay. And
Like
that's
a
the encounter.
boss.
Yeah. So everybody can.
S-
What does everybody want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
go get my arrow.
Go back and sleep.
Yeah, at this point, I'm back at camp, and I'm basically just fucking with the fire, but with my brain. Thaumaturgy lets me, I can flicker the flame, change its color, brighten it.
Oh, so you're sort of like your hands out, like you want to touch the fire, but if you look at your hand, you're slightly like twitching your hand and causing minute changes to the fire. Maybe you see a figure run around the fire. Maybe you see it change color for a split second or something. You know, just your nerves having gotten to you from having spoken with Rogar and everything, Uraz, and you just letting off some steam by sort of using your pent up
Yeah.
energy to manipulate this fire.
I walk back to camp, cleaning the blood off my arrow.
Okay.
I approach Rogar, pissed off.
Okay.
Rogar, next time you
What's up, bird?
joke about harming the smallest creature in this forest, I will scoop out your eyeballs with my talons.
Okay, you better start because I wasn't joking. I wanted to burn the trees down.
What? The lizard needs a hot rock.
Oh shit! It is a lizard and a bird. It's gonna be an interesting dynamic.
I mean, I can breathe fire out of my mouth.
And I eat you for breakfast.
Do you though? Like, if I throw something shiny, the fight is over. Speaking of, I throw a copper piece out into the woods.
I ignore it
Can he?
because I am.
I was gonna say,
still
can you?
pretty
That's your
pissed.
flaw, right?
Roll a
I love this so
what is
much.
this gonna be?
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Roll an intelligence saving throw. No, wisdom. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw.
From copper.
We'll see if you can stay focused on this conversation. It's not a hard difficulty check. See, wisdom is more the street smarts and things like that, people skills.
Roll it in dice rolls, Schmitty.
What
Nope,
do
you
roll it?
failed. You can't be so distracted.
So, as speaking of, and he flicks
Amazing.
this copper piece, and immediately your eyes just follow it, and you dart off to to retrieve it. It's almost comical because you're human size. What are you, like 5'4", 5'5"? Like you're pretty.
I'm 4'9".
Just see him
Oh,
sprinting
4'9"?
off into the woods with
Yeah.
his hands down at the ground, like trying to catch it.
Basically, and it's almost majestic because he's super like streamlined. It is a very like it's a bird, but you know, a 5-foot bird, and it looks really cool. Like he's going after some prey, but then when you think about it, it is a copper piece. You sort of have to shake your head at the whole situation.
Do I get advantage against Smitty for the rest of the time because I just like pulled that off?
You could probably pull if you perfected that flick. You could probably get some kind of advantage. We'll see. So
My
what
wife
do you
is
wanna do?
literally dying right now.
So am I.
Hey, you're up a copper piece.
You're up a copper piece. Mark it.
I marked myself down a copper piece as well.
Worth
What
it.
do you want to do now?
Do I gain a copper
And-
piece?
Yes,
Yeah.
you gain that copper.
Worth
He can
it.
smell it.
You're down 2 bird testicles too.
How is this at camp? Where is this at?
Yeah, this is you basically you're back at your camp.
Okay, all right.
Basically,
guess-
in the last 3 sessions, y'all have gone like, you know, a couple days outside of the village, and most of the last session and this session have been in the same.
I guess I fly up to my nest, staring at the copper piece still.
Okay, so having retrieved your treasure, you fly back up to your nest, and almost holding it like a precious stone. You're just staring into it, and sort of using the fire, just making it glint
Yep.
over and over again. And
Oh my-
and we'll say you spend your night doing that.
My
As the fire glows low, goes low, glows low. I don't know. Cool. What do the rest of y'all want to do for the night?
I would like to interrogate the girl.
Okay.
Back to sleep. I gotta rest.
I'll hear what the girl has to say.
I wake her up gently.
Sans hammer.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
I
you gently try and get her awake. She's a little hesitant. Like she's just gone through a lot of trauma. The lay on hand takes away
Mhm.
most of the pain, but she still sort of remembers
Mhm.
everything and the whole situation. So she's hesitant to open her eyes and see the shit she's gotten herself into. But you
Mhm.
eventually get her to wake up, and her lips are tight, and it looks like you're gonna have some trouble trying to get anything out of her.
Hello, child. Now, I would like an explanation. And I think we all would like to hear this, including Brigham. Why did you attack him?
Oh, by the way, I'm
Silence.
still not listening to this. I'm still just fucking with the fire. I'm super pissed. All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're by the fire. Where is Uraz talking to Delilah at with Galen?
Near the fire.
Near the fire
in
too?
camp.
Just sort of
Yeah.
on the other side of the fire.
Yeah.
Your back's to the fire. She's sort of tied up by a tree or something.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Looks like Sightless is putting responses in character text.
Okay.
I'm next to him by the fire, except I'm back behind her where she can't see me.
Okay. We'll go to our usual cutoff time. This will be a 2-hour session, guys. So we've got 25 more minutes. I want to start cutting us off,
All right.
so that way we have. I love staying up till 4, but not every time.
I'll try and make this as quick as possible.
Yeah, no,
Provided-
I'm fine. Yeah.
I just want to figure it out because if she is really evil, then we need to deal with that. But if not, I'd like to figure it out.
So Delilah is just staring. Just if her eyes could be laser beams, they would just be slicing everything up, and she's giving you the most evil looks you possibly can. You can't really read into it, and but from the looks of it, there's so much emotions that you can even see tears in her eyes, despite this evil look that she's giving you.
I understand you didn't hurt anyone, but you attempted to do so. And some people don't take that very lightly, and I certainly don't. Okay. Is she lying to me? Do I need to roll an insight on that?
Roll an insight on that.
Okay.
Maybe she's just trying to kiss him.
She's
Mm,
13.
Move.
Okay, we're talking about a 12-year-old here, guys.
Hey, I've been a 12-year-old.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Hey, D&D times, like, you get married, like, super young. You're having kids.
Well, life expectancy was 28, so
Yeah.
I rolled a 15 on insight.
She...
And I'm like 7
she's not
times life
lying.
expectancy.
She's telling the truth. It's a child. She didn't hurt anybody.
okay.
And
I
you
want
can't
I want to
see that she hurt anybody.
I want
Do
to
you wanna
clarify
know-
something real quick. Did Brigham and I see her change shape?
No. You did not see
Okay.
her change shape.
Okay,
She
'cause-
just being a rogue, she was able to manipulate the shadows. Not like physically manipulate them, but just she was able to use the shadows to her advantage, and you weren't able to get a clear picture of her until the javelin lit her up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Delilah, were you having a bad dream, and then suddenly you were running away from us? Please describe what happened from your side.
I like the campfire music.
Hmm.
Yeah, it fits.
Is this Leah sitting here plucking at the guitar?
Sure.
Sure, we'll say that.
Sounds good.
How often do these nightmares happen? And when did they start? I understand that. Again, do I get the same feeling I did before, like she is being honest with me?
You get the feeling that she's telling you the truth.
Okay.
She doesn't feel like there's much of a reason to lie right now, especially the predicament she's in.
So Brigham,
Mm-hmm.
you're a priest. You know people.
What the fuck did you just call me?
You are a priest, correct?
No.
He's a
You
cleric.
are, which is a priest.
Thank you.
But
Difference.
There's a difference.
tomato, tomato. Anyway.
Let's back on the tomatoes. All right.
Shots fired. Hammer swung.
Watch out, I'm gonna throw a coin in your face.
She is a child. She doesn't understand what's happening. We need to help her.
You go ahead and help her. Enjoy that.
Well, I'm trying to make this time different, Delilah. Because I do want to help you. I know what it's like to grow up without anyone. So let us help you.
Hopefully that us doesn't include me.
You haven't won any
Trusts
brownie points with her.
nothing you're saying. You're as just her. She's been on this world 13 years, and in these 13 years, she's had less than a handful of good experiences, and just the amount of trust this 13-year-old holds for anybody is just about zero. She feels she's out on her own, and she has to make it on her own.
From behind your eyes, I just asked, do you want to stay with us?
Yes, that is a very good point. Do you want to stay with us?
I walk around from behind her and squat down and look at her kind of eye level. Look, sorry I shot you. I know what it feels like to be run out of places. Sorry about that. Seriously, didn't mean to hit you. Just trying to scare you.
So I'm totally out of this, correct?
You're probably how high do you nest? Just so I get an idea. Generally, you're pretty high up there, kind of nest, right?
Not really. It's lower, closer to where I could hear people.
So
see
what,
them.
like 15ish feet off the ground, 20ish
Yeah.
feet, or like 10,
Yeah, 15ish.
15ish feet. You're probably you could probably, if you listened in, you may be able to pay attention. Right now, it's just muttering. You're more paying attention to your coin. But if you were to not pay attention to it and sort of just listen, you could probably catch what's being said. Yeah.
What's always going to be the same? What is it that you're hiding that's always going to be the way it is?
Doesn't have to be the same kid. You can make a choice. And at that, I stand up and walk away from her.
Well,
She's
maybe she
clearly a
can't.
novel.
What if she has something? This world has things like lycanthropy and vampirism. What if she was bitten? What if she has something?
She can make a choice not to run away again.
She can't make a choice not to turn, not to feed like she's used to.
She can make a choice to trust. Obviously not.
But can we trust her?
She just tried to eat Brigham.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shadow.
next time
I
you try to
mean-
feast on someone, how about you pick someone a little smaller? Nice try, though.
What's up?
Shadow. What's the?
I've
what's
read
the
about
moon like?
some of this stuff.
What's
I
the
mean,
moon
she's
like?
definitely not in
Um,
control.
It's not
if
a
she
full
has
moon, if
these
that's what you're
things.
going for. It's
Yeah, okay.
probably not a full moon. Let's see. You started at the beginning of the month. You've been going a week tops, so it's probably the crescent moon right now. I'd say not yet a full
Okay.
moon.
What can I do to? Can I roll like a check or something to make me stop staring at this coin?
Yeah, no, you can stop. Yeah, no, just say you
A
stop.
constitution check.
Yeah,
Wisdom,
a wisdom saving throw. to
willpower to
tear your
turn
eyes
away.
from this magical copper coin.
Like 4 sessions from now. Anybody seen the bird?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you just say
Can
you
I
stop.
hold on? Can I
It's for the
roll?
moment.
What is this? It would be
I slowly start
history.
conversation.
Can I roll a check
Still
to
staring
see what her behavior is indicative of? Like, I don't know if that'd be a history,
roll a
arcana,
straight
what?
intelligence check.
Intelligence.
History. It wouldn't be an arcana.
I'd say
Like her
investigation.
behavior.
Into her behavior. How describe to me how you're looking. Are you just looking at her
Well, I'm
features?
just trying to add up like okay,
Sort of
he
her
says she tried to
actions.
feed on him. What that
Yeah.
coupled with her unnatural stealthy abilities, does
I
it
would
add
say
up to something that
I think a
seems
nature check would be sufficient.
maybe not nature because that's like
history.
animals.
You don't think like
Yeah.
investigation?
That's more like checking it
Investigation.
onto something.
Yeah, this would be like a history check.
Especially since I'm a
Her-
book
it read in
person, like
book. Yeah,
yeah.
this would be something you might have read in a book. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay, 18.
Okay. You know this is some of the signs are vampiric in nature is what you're getting at. You know, just the feeding, the unnatural stealthiness of it, the you know them being still human. And some of those things, it sort of leads you to believe that it may be a vampire, but not exactly, because
Yeah.
some of the more blatant things, like not being able to go out during the day and things like that, sort of means she's not a true vampire. But you sort of get the idea that it's vampiric in nature.
Okay. So guys, that's like some of her symptoms are definitely indicative of some sort of vampiric qualities. Delilah, are you a vampire or something like it? Is there
I just want to throw
something?
out there that I told you so?
Wow, which was the part that gave her away? The part where she tried to eat me, or the part where she tried to eat me? Which one?
We
was
gotta
it?
know what it is, or we can't do anything though.
It was the second
Guys.
one.
Why don't we give it a rest for the night? She is clearly tired.
What's gonna stop her from waking up and eating somebody?
Yeah, dog. I don't
Well,
live in a
she is
tree,
tied up.
so
She is bound.
Does she want to leave? She obviously got up and ran.
because she was frightened at what she'd done. Oh, character text. I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Cool. So she recovers 4. Oh, I thought she already recovered 10. So she recovers 4
Yeah,
more?
but I've
Okay.
used all of my lay on hands and my 1 of 2
Cool.
spell.
Got it.
Also, what are you then? If you aren't a vampire, if you look confused
If
when I
she
say
was
that
some-
word. What are you?
If she was of something of evil sort, the magic I've used on her would have harmed her.
If she was an undead, possibly it would have harmed her, or would have.
Exactly, vampire would be undead.
So, not a vampire, but something. She's obviously hiding something, and she thinks we're going to attack her on sight when we know.
That's why I'm saying, let her
she
chill
gives
out.
you this completely lost look at these words like vampire, vampiric, things, any kind of mention like that. She has no idea what you're talking about, or even what a vampire is. Like, she's never really heard that. They're not really common in this area. She's probably never even seen a vampire or heard anybody talk about it. She just knows that this is something she's been all of her life, as far as she can tell, as long as she can remember, is a better way to.
Guys, it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to get anything more out of her.
Well, she looked like she might be saying something soon.
Can I do a history check to see if I know of anything that's similar? Or would that be like a nature check?
Are you more well read than I am that you would get more
Yeah,
info?
yeah. The reason I gave him the history check because he's like book learning.
Well, maybe a
Learned
nature
anything?
check?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe a nature check. How would you have come across a vampire in your backstory?
We're just assuming it would have been a vampire.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Well, no, it's just anything that has something similar.
Yeah.
You
Go
know.
ahead and roll. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a nature check. We'll see if any kind of creature, beast thing you would know of.
While he's thinking,
And sort of as you're standing here quizzing her, it's almost like interrogating her.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
not nobody's having a tone with her. Everybody seems to be like trying to be gentle about it, but the more and more you're trying to uncover, the more and more of Delilah's like bad girl attitude seems to crumble away, and you're sort of seeing her into what Delilah is as a person. And where'd you roll? Roll 15.
In well, it's 17 because it's proficiency. I forgot to add that on.
Okay. You know that there are no creatures like this that can go no beasts, I should say,
Right.
that are like this that kind of suck blood and things like that. You know of these. You know, you've heard of vampires. You know about vampires, and you know things like that are the closest you really get to them. You've heard rumors of subclasses of vampires and things like that. Weird things that happen to vampires. But you need to do a little more studying because it is not a very well known. Like, it's not, this case isn't very well documented. You need to go do some digging.
what, Delilah? What do you do? I want to know why you think you're different. What makes you think you're different? You're untied. We have trust. We're not going to harm you. I would like to know what you think makes you different. Maybe I can help you. I've read a lot of books. Well, at least I could help you understand, possibly.
You're untying her.
sure why the elf thinks he's gonna get anything. Nobody likes him.
The half elf certainly doesn't know.
How
The
many
half elf
elves
has
do we
seen
have?
far more of the world than you.
Everybody see that?
Yep.
So you drink blood. You have to drink blood? Is that the only way you gain sustenance?
Well, we've seen her eat before.
Yeah, but does that sustain her?
It was frightening.
Well, Kaylin and I could both just go and talk to some animals, ask them to come over for a party, and give them to you.
Yeah, we can do that.
Wow.
Good God.
I mean, she could be a vegetarian.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
not. Spoiler alert.
Oh my God.
Brigham, why don't you just
I
go
love
back
it.
to your tent and go to sleep?
Y'all are so awesome. I'm just saying it. Y'all are.
Easy bird, do you
All
want
of
another
you.
copper piece?
Just
No,
wanna-
I don't
We'll
want another
start
copper.
feeding Delilah animals.
Well, as long as she didn't kill them, like drain them dry.
Wait, don't we have like a horse?
Hey, we need those horses.
What? I never like. Is it human blood or is it just any blood?
How about we just feed Brigham again?
Tie down Brigham instead.
Or who's the beefiest of us? Who's
Oh,
got
that
the
would be
most
Urez.
That
health?
would be Urez.
Yeah,
Who can take a
he,
little blood?
he
loss?
likes her. Yeah, he likes
No.
her.
No, I'm on.
Obviously,
Urez's
she
side,
has a
sorry.
taste for Brigham, though.
Yours glances over at the new person who just showed up here tonight. No. No.
Hey, you want to keep her alive, right?
Of
That's
course.
what you were saying the whole time. So,
Of
and make your
course I
choice.
did.
Make your choice.
I wonder.
Well,
if
who's
it's
to
the
say if she
next
bites
one.
somebody to feed that it won't cause them to suffer the same?
Well, then you can kick me and Urez's out. Urez.
Metagaming here. Next level, I won't be affected by disease, so sure.
Is that kind of a disease?
Metagaming.
None of that.
Vampirism is a
I'm
disease.
joking. I'm joking. She's not feeding on my paladin. No.
Pretty sure vampirism is its own kind of like unique disease, right? Can't be immune to being turned into a vampire. Can you?
Well, if nothing works, do you want to...
Let's hunt down some bad guys.
I mean,
I have a solution. Leah
what,
is
let
in
her
the right
feed on the
direction.
people that we kill? Or take?
Only the evil.
So as this is all happening, I'm getting pretty fucking exasperated. As more and more, as they're talking about, oh, we can go get some animals. Oh, we can let her eat our horse. Oh, we can let her eat the people that we kill. And I'm turning to, I don't know, we're all around the fire. Just turn to the group and I'm saying, if she's untied tonight, I'm out of here. I'm leaving.
That's fine by me.
Yeah,
I
if
sort
she
of
needs to find her
disgusted
own
with-
path.
I
She's
can't
more of a
believe-
danger to us.
I can't believe that you guys are so insistent on keeping her around. We don't even know who she is or
Brig,
That's
what
what
she
we're
can
trying to
do,
find out.
or yeah,
Brig, I joined
why
you in
do
the
we
hunt,
care?
But
I
I've
thought we
also
were-
been the one run out. Sometimes you just need to understand the situation before you jump to conclusions.
I'm sure. Weren't we just here to make money and to like help a town?
Yeah,
Didn't we do that
We're
already?
here to hunt down this whatever's going on up north.
And
And I
she
think
chose
to that
join
end, we
us
need
on
to get
this.
some sleep.
I'm here for a story, and this is very interesting.
This is chapter 3. trouble amongst the party.
Well, here's the thing.
I think we just asked, like, the party.
If you
If she
don't
wants to
trust
leave, are we okay letting her go?
Here's the thing.
She doesn't want to be here.
If you don't trust her, then I mean, what can we do at this point? If we let her go and you don't trust her, and what if she attacks you again in the middle of the night and you can't fight her off that time? Then what?
Uh-huh.
Keep your enemies close.
Tie her up.
We can't, like, drag her
We can
along.
just-
That would be too much work.
No. That would actually make her more afraid.
Yeah. Delilah, do you want to leave? Do you want to
Yeah,
go
let her
back to
make the
where you're
choice.
comfortable? If you want to go back to Leafside, I won't stop you.
I will. There's people there.
We haven't heard of anything similar to her. It may not be
Haven't asked.
spreading.
Okay, Brigham, I'm a pretty well-known bard. People really like my stuff. So just imagine an unlikely alliance immortalized in song. Brigham, and then the title of your choice. I'll make it work.
She's offering you a song.
I was almost a vampire, so hard pass.
But
Thank
did you
you.
die?
So immortalized 2 days.
If I was any slower or weaker, yeah, I probably would have.
As long as she doesn't.
So okay, so
Look,
here,
just let her make
here,
the
here,
choice.
here's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
We have Snake Guy, who we just kicked the shit out of because he tried to kill us, and then there's Delilah, who helped us sorta one time and then tried to kill us, me, and now we're cool with it. We're good with it.
I am not cool with it.
I never
it was
said
out of
we
her
were
cool with it.
control. It was out of her control. She doesn't want to hurt us. Because if she did,
Alright.
she would be doing it right now.
Breaking RP,
No.
we're kind of at the session end time. Are we going to wrap this up by letting her go or not? Like, I think we actually need to vote on this.
I think everyone wants to let her choose.
Yeah,
I
let
think
her-
so too. Mighty's, or Brigham's
okay
the
with
only one that wants to stop her.
She's obviously
I don't want to let her
mature
go.
enough to handle her
Oh,
situation.
Rogar doesn't either?
Delilah, if you choose to stay, I'll make sure nobody else hurts you. I know that's ironic coming from the person who shot you, but I'll make sure nobody else hurts you.
And I'll help, even though I'm also.
I mean, obviously, I'm a pretty good shot. I'll make sure they don't get close to you.
Why is she the victim? What the fuck is going on?
Brigham, if she wants to stay, let her stay. If she wants to go, let her go.
Hey, you look pretty tasty. Maybe you should take that as a compliment.
Brigham,
Delilah, what's your choice?
Delilah thinks. I understand your frustration, Brigham.
It's
I
not
would-
I'm not frustrated.
You're angry.
Frustrated is like when you stub
Livid.
your toe.
You're angry.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. But just remember, she is young, that we know of. She is afraid because she doesn't understand what's going on. She didn't do it intentionally. Because if she did it intentionally, like I said, she'd be doing it right now, trying to harm us. But she's not.
She probably should be tied up now,
Hmm.
There's a couple of you here. I just met you. There's a couple of you I respect. Everyone else, I have no idea who you are.
Okay.
And there's no way that she gets let go and that's okay after what happened tonight. So
Okay.
I can't
Well,
let
if you
people
wanna
I
go-
don't know make
What's-
that decision.
What's your solution then?
I
I'd like
offered
to
you
hear
a
it.
song. You gotta like me, right?
Well, if you want to go, you can go. Otherwise, let her choose.
Sure, she can choose.
I'd like to hear your input, Brigham. What would you want to do?
Tie her up. I already said.
But keep
Tie her up
with
and
you.
leave her a knife like the lizard.
No, watch her all the time.
He's gone.
We can figure
We've
out
got
what to do
we've
with
got
her
a
in the
job
morning.
to do. We
He's
can't
gone.
watch her.
He's gone, y'all.
Hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
So,
Well, she's gone. So, cool.
as you're standing there arguing amongst yourselves about what you're gonna do,
All right, she left. I'm
Okay.
going to sleep.
so as you're standing there, you're arguing about what she's gonna do. She sort of freezes up. It's almost like she vanishes from sight. She moves so fast that the ropes sort of fall in place, and she's gone. And then you hear it's sort of like it's a low rumbling as you're standing there in the silence. You just sort of feel this rumbling as the ground starts to shake, almost like footsteps, and you hear it's almost like it's a laughter coming at you, and it's like a mocking laughter, like he's laughing at you for losing your prey, and you coming from behind the clearing, from the north side of the camp, a tall creature sort of enters the clearing. And when I say tall, I mean it's a large creature. It's almost 12 feet tall. It's got it's like ram horns. I'm trying to classify these horns. Maybe longhorn horns, sort of that go out from his head, out off either side of him.
You like
And
curl up.
yeah, they sort of curl at the ends.
Does my
and,
evil dar go off?
Let me check 1 second. No, it's definitely not. It's not evil. You don't sense any evil intentions with it, and it sort of just looks like it's more curious than anything. That's the general vibe. It's looking to see what this ruckus is about.
Can we tie this guy up?
We actually call it a night here.
Yeah.
I'll take the watch after the 4 hours up, and maybe we can start this at the morning next time.
Cool. But basically that was a roundabout way. We're bringing in a new character for Sightless. So that's where we're gonna start off next time with all of this.
So we spent a whole session fighting a member of our own party.
You weren't supposed to see her, first off. But she rolled shitty.
Just the way D&D ends up freaking backfiring on everything.
I mean, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I will
no,
say this was
I
funny.
planned. This whole session was not planned at all. I planned for you to get to like a temple, and there was a puzzle. There was like 3 puzzles, and like shit was gonna happen. And then fucking Sightless has to like, I'm feeding on Brigham. I was like, okay, roll. And he made the stealth check. He just what was it? So he got like a 9 on something. Oh, your perception check. He didn't beat your perception, Brigham. That's why you were able to.
I fucking hucked his ass.
Yeah.
That's
So-
probably the best first session I could have had.
Yeah. It was
First
Yeah.
ever?
Yes.
Awesome.
welcome.
I think I did okay.
Heck
You
yeah,
did.
you did. You just walked up and was like,
You
"Sup, guys?"
You fell right into it. It was awesome.
The way she described joining y'all is she saw you at the tavern, and then she's like, this is my next big break, and she sort of followed y'all
Yep.
for the story.
I mean,
Good,
if I
good.
can get some money out of it, that'd be great too.
You
Got
can
her
perform
Ronaldo.
anywhere.
Fame is
I
the
was looking at your
reward.
stuff. You literally be like, hey, I'll perform a couple nights if you comp me a room or 2 for my friends.
Yeah, I can get like free food and lodging and yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.